Hey guys, before I start the reading, let's join our hands and pray to the universe, okay? Dear universe, our ancestors, our spirit guides, Mother Earth, our deities, our guardian angels, everybody who protects and takes care of us. Thank you so much for your beautiful energy. Thank you so much for taking care of us. Thank you so much for keeping us safe and healthy. Thank you so much for keeping us strong enough to fight through all the harms and dangers. Please bring empathy towards everybody. May compassion touch everybody. May peace and harmony remain with everyone out there. May we all thrive. All right, soul seers, you must have seen the title of the reading today, and we got to talk about it. So, you know, I'm a K-pop stan, and I usually watch a lot of K-pop things. All right, and as you guys know, I'm obsessed with Jackson Wang, and I recently saw that Jackson Wang was having a scuffle with someone in Twitter, right? And I was like, hey, and then there were so many other things that I was seeing on the internet, how people are bullying some people, um, and they are like basically, trolling them. Um, like, I don't want to get like trigger warning for anybody out here, especially for people who used to be a follower of Astro, right? Yeah, I was seeing those things on the internet. Like people were like, um, you know, like they were like wishing other K-pop idols to go through what Moonbin went through. Moonbin from Astro. So he's a late idol who passed away due to some in 2023, I guess. Um, and many people were commenting that kind of hate comment in people's comment section, telling them to like do suicide and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what, i was just so I was just so angry with this. I was like, my god, this is so much. So yeah, beware. This reading is not gonna be like my all time, you know love and light reading. It's gonna be a little bit, I think it's gonna be a bit more intense than it usually is. But today I'm not gonna be looking into, I see a lot of these videos that so many people out there will make, like how are your haters suffering, how are your haters not suffering, blah 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 blah. And honestly speaking, I have a policy in my life, okay? I think that if someone is hating on you, and I think, like, you should just up your hate game and live your life the way you usually do, so that your existence itself trolls the fuck out of your haters. All right, that's what I believe in, okay? And when I saw Jackson Wang just fighting with this little guy on the Twitter, I was like, oh my effing god, this guy needs to up his hate game. Like, yeah, why are we bothering? Why are we bothering? Exactly. We are gonna live our life the way we want to, not gonna give a effing damn about somebody bothering us, because we are already trolling the F out of them by living the life that we are living, the way we are living, the way we are breathing, the way we are eating. Like, honestly, yeah, like if your existence itself is trolling the F out of someone, why stop doing that just because they are bothered and hating on us? Right? So, yeah, today's reading is gonna be about what is it that you do that pisses the F out of your haters, alright? I'm on a toxic mood today, baby, and I I wanna give a toxic read. I wanna give an entertaining reading. Yeah, you will know if the pile resonates for you or not, if the description that I'm giving in every pile describes um, the way you live your life. Okay, like I'm gonna be talking about what are the things that you naturally do, the way you do, that trolls the f out of some of these people out there. All right. And yeah, I just like my focus in this reading is for you to be you. Like you keep on doing you, and you keep on trolling the f out of these haters. That's all I wish for you. Okay. And yeah, exactly, we will be looking into that, like what is it that you do that trolls the f out of these haters. All right. And you will know if it is your pile, if the message in the reading just just clicks with you and is like, yeah, I kind of do this thing on a daily basis. No wonder they are pissed at me. Yeah. Also, this reading is not for the faint of heart. Let me warn you that before itself, because some people do not like the fact that people hate them for just existing. And honey, if you are one of those people who is having an issue, who is dealing with that type of negativity, and you're letting that negativity get your head, I'm sorry, this reading is not gonna be for you. This reading is for people who are who are ready to embrace that negativity, and are ready to tell themselves that, well, this negativity that this bitch is telling me, she is giving this negativity towards me because the way I'm living my life is trolling the f out of her life. Do you get the point? Yeah, that's what we are on. So yes, I'm very sorry for those people who get triggered or who are going through or suffering from negativity right now. I i would definitely recommend you to go to some long format readings that I have, because that is where I focus more on healing. Right now I'm not focused on that. Very much like I'm very much focused on being empowered today, all right? Like being me, being myself, being that authentic human being that I am, all right? So, yeah, these are going to be your piles for today. Um, Pile number one, this beautiful, I would like to call it peach color. I think it's peach. This peach diamond earrings. Pile number two, you're going to be this emerald diamond, yeah, like not emerald, but the color is emerald. I call it emerald color. I know it's dark green. Emerald color. Maybe, I don't know, maybe your haters like to call you, I don't know, like you have a definition of your own, but your haters like to call you something else, or they like to define you. Maybe something, I have no idea. And yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Why are you falling down, Lord? And pile number three, the blue gemstone for you guys. Oh, damn. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Did I break it? What the heck? Why do weird things happen like the moment I start my reading, huh? I thought we were cool. Regardless. Yeah. Pile number three, this dark blue. Dude, did it get chipped away or something? What the heck? Why does it keeps falling down? Oh my effing god. This earring got chipped. Okay, it's a chipped earring. I just figured out that it's a chipped earring. Very weird. Hmm. Maybe you guys are feeling a little bit affected by your haters right now. Pile number threes. Who knows? Anyways, pick whichever pile you wanna choose. And today I'll be using Lightseer's Tarot. I think I'll be using Lightseer's Tarot for the entire reading. But if something comes up in between, maybe I'll use different tarot decks. So yeah, have a great day choosing your pile. Bye bye. Hey Han, welcome pile number one. This is going to be your reading. What is it that you do that pisses the F out of your haters? What is it that you naturally do that just by the way of you living your life, just by the way of you doing the things that you do, trolls the F out of them? Yeah, man. How do you troll them just by living your life the way you do? Alright, pile number one. What is it that I want to bring my tiger's eye stone in here just for a little extra protection? You know, pile number one. What is it that you do that pisses the F out of your haters? My loves, take this reading as it resonates. If it is for you, it is for you. Damn! Why am I getting martyr energy, like self sacrificing energy, and then there is Nine of Wands in here? Hmm. I want to see. I want to I want to get clarity for this hangman in reverse. Can you please provide me with some clarity? Ten of Pentacles. Knight of Wands in reverse. hmm I'm getting pile number one that you're somebody who's very busy. Like you're really busy making money. You're really busy making your bag right there. And yeah, I know that you're seeing two reverse cards in here, but I'm getting a totally different energy. I'm seeing somebody who is working really hard for their family, working really hard for their legacy, for their children, for their, you know, for their next descendants. This is a pile that is very busy. They are very busy doing their work. They are, yeah, this is like unbothered personas or unbothered individuals. Like, we do not care the F that is going on around us because we are too busy taking the bag out there. We are too busy stretching our hands out to get the wealth out of the well. Lord, why did I say? Um, you know, the imagery kind of looks like she's trying to get something from the water. Yeah. And I feel like, yeah, you guys are someone who would like who are ready to like do anything or like bend backwards, or it's not like bend backwards, but you are ready to do anything. Like you're ready to, yeah, I'm almost getting crossing any limits. I'm almost getting a dancer in my mind right now. Like I'm getting like this very efficient dancer who is ready to like it's almost like somebody works or is like they work on their skill till burnout, or they kind of like are perfectionist sort of somebody. So this person is like basically, yeah, they burn out, they bend to the best of their ability, or they try to make their body as flexible as possible. They are busy doing that. They are busy perfecting their craft. They are busy perfecting their wealth, their money, their resources. That's what they are busy about, honey. And that's what you naturally do. And that's what kind of like eggs these people out. Some big missy you are, pile number one. Let's see. Are there any extra messages for this pile that would, you know, lead to a confirmation or something like that? Nine of Swords in reverse. All right. Yeah, someone who is still healing. I feel like for many of you guys, you're like still healing from the ache or from the burnout that you guys could have endured yourself into, or you guys could have um, subjected on yourself. And this is, I'm not trying to like, I don't know what is that word, justify um, overworking or something like that. But I feel like there was a time in your life when you had to perfect yourself, and you're still healing from that phase in your life. You're still trying to heal from that phase in your life where you had to over where in where you had to like overburden yourself, or you had to like burn out, or bend over backwards just to get this money or to make this money. So it almost feels, I think, yeah, to you it feels like, what is this, like this money came at a cost, but at what cost? But I feel like this is what is like sort of pissing your haters off in some way, because it's like you're someone who doesn't cares that much about the wealth and money around you, because you know that you can still make it without bending. Like you can still make it, like you know that you can still make it. Like it's almost like they are it's, I won't say jealous, like maybe jealous of your I don't know. Yeah, they're sort of. I'm getting like they could be somebody could be really embarrassed of having so much wealth in their hands because whatever wealth they gathered in their life, it came into their hands because they themselves had to do a lot of um, tasks that required them to self-sacrifice, right? So they are kind of like pissed at you for, or it's almost like jealous at you for like almost like making that money, or it's almost like like they're jealous that you even have the privilege or the opportunity, you have the privilege to like be embarrassed of the amount of money that you own in life or the money that you make in life, because so many people would like consider, or they would consider. I don't know why I'm getting NSFW workers right now, but so many people would consider their like money as a subject of pride, right? But you guys don't think that money is something that can be, yeah, that can like, that should be used as an indicator of somebody's pride or somebody's ego. And there is this, like, I won't say humility, I think it's more of an understanding. And understand, like, humility arises from understanding. And you understand the lens that people need to go through to make the kind of money that you are making right now. And it's like, it's sort of like, also because of the fact that you have that kind of humility within you, that sort of pisses them off. And it also sort of like, it's also the fact that you kind of feel that shame within yourself for gaining this money in your hand, or building this legacy out of your own, out of sacrificing your own self or martyring yourself almost. It's like, yeah, it's sort of like there is a feeling of not wanting to accept this money, or not wanting to accept so much wealth in your hand. Like, it's almost like you have you have had to like sacrifice so much in your life, and now as a result of it you're making a good amount of abundance in your own life, right? But the fact that you do not want it, or the fact that you personally do not like, you don't really feel aligned with your money as much as other people would like you to be aligned. Like, it's not even aligning, it's almost like you sort of, I don't know, there's something around the lines of you sort of like have the privilege of, like, I'm not saying easy money, but there is something like you make something so substantial, okay, and yet you have that thing within you to like detach yourself from the abundance that you create, all right? And it's sort of like pisses them off or something like that, like, because why can you be so humble? Why will you be that? Why will you like reject money? Like, you were the one. I'm also getting like, you guys, people could also hate on you for being very selfless or very generous in the way you donate in charities and stuff like that. And most of the time you might donate it out of your own suffering, right? Like, maybe you have suffered in life and you're still trying to heal from that stuff, so you're trying to help out other people so that they can also get up in life. And it's sort of like this pissy energy doesn't like that, because Like, I don't know, because maybe there is a matter of pride. It almost feels like you have um, sacrificed your hard work only to donate it all down to charity, right? And this is what like pisses them off, because it's like, hey, why are you like so generous? Why are you so charitable? Blah 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 blah. All right. Hey, Missy. Um, let's see. Like, what are your last cards of advice, or is there anything that would like to come out for this pile as advice, or as, I don't know why I'm getting love reading. This could be, I don't know. I sort of got a love reading in my mind, so maybe this could be a lover. Maybe this could be an ex-lover. Who knows? Regardless, let's see. What's your, how do you deal? How should you deal with this? I think it's, is there, yeah, is there any advice? Is there something that pile number one can know, or get an insight about in life? Is there anything pile number one? Ooh, ooh la la. I don't know why I'm getting the word trepidation in my mind right now. Hmm, I totally forgot the meaning of that word. Google it, by the way. Regardless. Hmm. Knight of Swords upright and Six of Cups upright, huh? And if you saw that, I think you saw how I tried to take out the Knight of Swords upright. So, yeah, man, I just feel like you're somebody who is ready to like leave all your riches behind just so that, yeah, it's almost giving me that guy, Killian Murphy, like he's ready to like leave the spotlight, because when it, yeah, if it is for the PR of the movie, it's for the PR of the movie, otherwise he doesn't gives a damn. There's something like that in here, like, I think the lesson for you guys is to just keep moving forward, or yeah, just keep moving forward towards the dreams that you had as a child. Yeah, there's something around the lines of go strive towards the wholesomeness in life. Strive for wholesomeness in life. Like, it doesn't matter how many people around you are like, hey, why don't you be a little bit more materialistic? Hey, why don't you go out and club a little bit more? Hey, why aren't you in the bar these days? Why don't I see you in here? And it's like, you know what? Your advice is like, simply be determined to create the wholesome life, the beautiful life that you had always envisioned in your mind. The, yeah, simply like, do not care about these people around you. Simply, like, yeah, also there's something like, negative hatred of negative fame, all this. Yeah, all this can take a back seat, because, yeah, don't let any of this distract you from your goals of um, forming a wholesome family together. Because I'm seeing this dog in here again and again, right? And then there is this man, everything else. It's almost like somebody is like on a journey to create their own, to create their own wholesome little space for themselves. I'm getting Hearth, hearth. So like, um, someone is determined to go behind their goals. They are determined to, create that sort of wholesomeness in their life that they had always envisioned in their life. And yeah, live your life the way you want to. Don't allow this, all these outside opinions or negativity take hold of you in any manner, because yeah, also don't let them make you feel like you should sacrifice way more than you should actually way more than you should actually, donate. Like, yeah, you require some of that wealth as well. Okay, so there's something around the lines of they could be pissed at the fact that you sacrifice so much, or you give out so much of your wealth to the point of like becoming broke or something like that, yet you still have enough abundance to like set you back up. Like, it's almost like no matter how much more you give into this world, it's never in like, yeah, it's never gonna make you broke. You're not, you're never suffering from the consequences of it, and that's kind of like something that pisses them off. And you know what, don't get distracted by these haters, because in your life, I feel like, yes, if you are somebody who is like striving for creating this inner home, inner peace, especially with this peach earrings, right? It reminded me a lot of peach moonstone, which is a crystal that is known for, being a very soft, um, homely feeling kind of crystal. It's a very intimate, homely crystal. So I feel like, yeah, you should be determined towards going. You should be determined towards making your inner child's dreams come true, rather than focusing on all this hatred around you. Okay, because the way you're already living your life, it's already pissing them the f off. And yeah, keep trolling them. You're doing a great job. By the way, I'm so sorry that my reading is a bit petty. I am a petty person, and I did tell you that I did warn you I'm in a toxic mood today. So yeah, I mean, this reading came with a warning, just so you know. So yeah, man. Um, mm, take care of yourself. Pile number one. Have a great day. Bye bye, loves. I don't know why I want to keep on looking at this nine of swords again and again, but there is something that is telling me that you will get back up. No matter what this is, you will get back up. So do not worry. You will get back up, and you will run behind the things that you had always wished for, alright? The wholesomeness that you had always envisioned. So don't let any of this fester in your mind, or all this negativity hurt you, alright? Okay, then pile number one. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Hey, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You chose this emerald green, emerald green earrings. Just by coming into the reading, I'm like sort of, I don't know, like mispronouncing the words. All right, so there could be something around the lines of, I don't know, people calling you names. IDK, why? But I'm suddenly channeling that, like not channeling, but I just suddenly remembered. Do you know BTS Taehyung, BTS V, right? There used to be a time when people used to call him an alien, right? And yeah, there's something like that in here. Like, people might call you names, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. Did they forget your name or what? Stupid people. Regardless, yeah, this is gonna be your reading, and we are gonna be seeing how are you naturally pissing everybody the f off. Yeah, love. Let's see how you do that to your haters, honey. Yeah, to your haters. Love. Let's talk about love. Is it everything? What, is it everything that you hope for, or does the feeling haunt you? Oh, there's this. I don't even like you. There's something like that. Like, oh my God, Kendrick Lamar's rap in that song, man. You the moral of the story. You the lesson. You the moral of the story. And motherfucker, I don't even like you. Like, there's something, right? Like, yeah, something that Kendrick Lamar says in that song. I don't know why I flicked my mic for no reason. I usually don't do that. There's something around the lines of like, maybe there are people who want to steal your chance from speaking up. It's kind of like, again, I'm getting that guy in my mind, Kim Taeyang. I'm getting him again. You know how he never gets enough vocal lines in the BTS MVs. So it's almost like people are like snatching the mic away from him and not allowing him to sing or something like that. Yeah, guys, I feel like, I don't know. There's something like, even, yeah, there's something like a communication thing going on in here, right? Like not allowing people to speak up, or like being a bitch when people try to speak up, like being a bitch when you try to speak up, sort of something like that in here. Like, yeah, man, whatever. Let's see. Pile number two. How do you naturally piss the F out of these people? My loves. Color green is often the color of envy, right? I did not mean to keep it in the center of the reading, but it sort of came out like that. Envy, envy, envy everywhere. I don't know why I'm getting that little quote in my mind. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Like, yeah, exact. I don't know why I'm getting sexual energy right now, but it's almost like, I don't know. Is this like you guys just reject people, or you just reject them in bed or something? Like not in bed, like you just reject sexual advances from people or something like that? Because if you do, yeah, something like that. Like, I don't know, water, water everywhere, not wrong to drink. It's almost like giving me like, you MFers could be like choosy AF. I'm also hearing like people could like really like legit, like they try to like, I don't know, get your attention or sort of like spook you sometimes, or like so that you don't say your word or something like that. Like, love, what is this, huh? Palamo 2, how are you naturally pissing people's the F off? The fool upright. Honey, just by being yourself. Just by being you. That's all that you do, honey. That's all that you need to do. Just be you and go with the flow. And that's all it needs. That's all that you need to do to piss the F out of these people. Oh my god, pile number two. The fact that you have chosen color green in here, like Lord. And you know how she's holding a crystal in her hand. And I was trying to call this an emerald, right? Even though I know it's not actually emerald, but it's like, yeah, there's something like a quality of, like like you're the actual crystal, like you're the actual real deal, not the fake deal. And then there's so many people who are just like, I don't know, honey, you have to be some sort of, you know something out there for you to just be the fool and for people to be pissed at you. Like, people are often pissed at you because you're so innocent, you're so naive, and you just go with the flow. Like, honey, is that something that people should be even pissed over? Yeah, but that's exactly what they are pissed about. Why are you so freaking. I don't know why I'm also getting the word. Why are you always hungry, or why are you so freaking um ang- angry all the time? Or yeah, I'm getting like somebody's like, yeah, I think maybe you're sort of like, I don't know, maybe you like there's something like, I don't know, maybe you have like a resting bitch face, and that's kind of like people are like, why is he so angry all the time? Why does he not talk? Is he a fool? Is he a dumbass? Does he not know how to speak up? Blah blah. Queen of Cups in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse is literally the doormat card, honey. Like this is exactly people are pissed at you because I'm not saying that you guys are doormat, nor am I encouraging that kind of behavior. All right, I'm just saying that people are. This is like people's thoughts about you, sort of like, yeah, why is this person so? I don't know. I'm also getting, why is this person so pissy? Or it's almost like this person does anything, but they still piss me off, kind of energy. And it's like, yeah, it's almost like there is a factor about you. Like if like people do not like you, I don't know why I'm getting like this channeling this word. People don't like you, to be honest, or something like that. So there's something like, even if there's like a small bit of emotion that you show on your face, it it threatens them, because it's kind of like, oh my god, this person is actually a human being. I don't know, there is something around the lines of people want you to constantly keep on expressing your emotions so that they don't feel pissed at you. Like they constantly want you to keep on smiling. Yeah, man, I'm seeing like the reflection of this card in my scrying bowl right now. There's something on the lines of, like the way these people look at you, they sort of think that you do things recklessly, or they sort of think that you don't think about taking a risk before you take a risk, when in reality they are just pissed at the fact that you took a risk. All right, it's almost like, how do I say this, it's like somebody is just doing something new. Okay, they're doing something risky, and somebody's just pissed at the fact that you take risk. All right, like they want to say things like, you did not think it through, you did not plan about taking this risk properly, blah 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 blah. But in reality, you took the risk, you calculated, you strategically took that risk, honey. And that's what kind of like pisses them the fuck off. Like, how the heck did this person take a risk? Weren't they a doormat? Weren't they supposed to be like a doormat? Like, I don't know why I'm getting Jisoo from Blackpink. I know she's not like, but most of the time people often consider her as a little bit of a submissive girly, right? And then all of a sudden she's dropping bangers after bangers. So it's almost like people are like, how did you take that risk? Like, you weren't that brave. You weren't supposed to be that funny. You weren't supposed to be that bold. How did you get that? Like, you get the point that I'm trying to make. Pile number two. I'm also getting like, you guys do not like to hear their voice at all. Like, you don't like the fact that your haters say things like that, because I'm getting a vomiting feeling in my freaking stomach right now. It's not like I want to vomit, but it's like I'm just getting something in my stomach right now. So it's almost like it's just so fucking hard to digest some of the things that these people say all the time. Like, bluff, like, yeah, bruv, F off, like, F away. Who are you to say that about me? Sort of like, I think you kind of like are so done with people underestimating you all the time. You're like, please leave my life. Yeah, love. Let's see. Ooh, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Damn. There is something around the lines of, doing things just so that it becomes viral, or like doing things for the virality of the stuff or for the trend of the things. Ten of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is not doing things for a long term perspective. And when in reality, yeah, I just feel like there is like I feel like your haters, if they got to know about you, like even this much about you, I think they'll get a reality check on their own life, because I wouldn't lie. In this energy, it just feels like they're pissed at you for, I don't know, just spending your money or for just being materialistic. I'm getting somebody who just buys Gucci and Prada all the time and blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, but it's like they pissed at the fact that you are. There is also something like they're also pissed at the fact that you're broke, or there's something like it's not broke, bro. I don't think you're broke, but I feel like they're pissed at, like I just feel like it's almost like they kind of like look at you like the king of pentacles, like somebody who has their money in order. And then when you raise concerns about, sort of like having a very bad frivolous spending habit or stuff like that, they kind of hate on you for being naive enough to even talk about that, or for being so free to even like, to just, my god, I'm just, there is like so much privacy invasion kind of shit going on in here. It's like, yeah, they kind of like complain about you being so free to like even speak about your money, like your money not being in the right place, like your money, it's not like you're broke, but sometimes you don't have the money to buy something. For example, like you went to a grocery store and you don't have enough money to buy stuff, so you borrow money from your friend, and people are like, well, you look so rich, why the fuck are you even asking borrowing money, like didn't you bring your wallet or something like that? It's like, yeah man, it's kind of something like that in here. Like people are pissed because they just want you to look perfect all the time. That's what I was saying right in the start of the reading. Like you show even a small bit of emotion, and these people will cause a commotion for that. Like you get the point? Like I don't know why am I rhyming the words so much. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you're somebody who writes poems, sonnets, whatever. Like there is a I don't know why I'm getting, there's a reason that I'm getting that energy right now. But I'm really like, I'm getting an energy of a lyricist right now. But regardless, there is somebody like that, and like like your haters are pissed because you look so tip top, and sometimes you just show your flaws, or sometimes you show an emotion, and it's like it's almost like they feel like there's an energy of like wishing you were as naive, or wishing you were as egoistic as they wished you to be. Like they did not expect you to be like, there's something around the lines of like, yeah, it's almost like they sometimes they think that you make some dumb mistakes, and they it's not a dumb mistake, right? Like sometimes we make mistakes and it happens, but it's almost like people use those little mistakes to like sort of call you a dumb person or call you a stupid person, because yeah, all of a sudden they got a proof to say that, right? Like you forgot to bring your wallet, so you borrowed money from your friend. Now everybody has got the tea or the scoop on you that you don't have enough money to buy your own groceries. Like, you get the point? Yeah, there's just so much illiterate shit going on in here. I'm pissed for you. Like, trust me. Like, it's just so freaking annoying, to be honest. Whatever the heck this is. Any last confirmations or stuff like that for this file number two, so that I can move down to the conclusions. I think I need to like shuffle the deck. Hmm. This pile could be your pile if you are going through a scuffle or you're going through a conflict with someone in relation to whatever the next card is gonna come through. I don't know. Let's see what is there. What is there? I particularly felt this one, so I'll just push Chariot in reverse. Queen of Cups. Oh my god, you saw me shuffling the deck right in front of your eyes. The Queen of Cups came right back in the bottom of the deck, alright? Pile number two. People are pissed when you just, I don't know, when you just, like, when you get distracted or when you take a path that is not the most right path for your finances. Like, it almost feels like people care about your finances way more than you care about your own finances, dude. Um, yeah, but there's something like that in here. Like, I'm also getting they don't like to cross paths with you or something like that, as it makes them feel really emotional within themselves. Like, I was getting right, like, you are an authentic crystal. Like, your own worth is so effing much that doesn't matter. I'm also getting like somebody who has a lot of spending habits, or is always around the club. Yeah, someone who has like an interest of buying luxury cars or something like that. I don't know. There's something like, I don't know why I'm getting engine oil or something like that. Like, there is something like people do not like it when you're like fast forward on a racetrack, but then all of a sudden you got a problem in your hand and you sat back to solve it. So I'm sort of getting like you're a patient individual. Okay, I'm getting kind of like I'm getting a vision of an individual who is basically in a racetrack. They are driving a car and then all of a sudden they need to stop so that they can fix the car again, so that the car moves smooth smoothly during the entire race, right? Through the entire racetrack. So there's something like they don't like the fact that you wait so patiently or you make so many stops or breaks before lunging forward towards something. Yeah, like I also feel like they kind of like are freaking pissed at the fact that, like, I don't know, I'm also getting like, Ariana Grande's 7 rings in my mind. Like, somebody who's like um shopping addiction, shopping spree addiction, stuff like that. Like, they don't like the fact that you sort of like jump into buying whatever the F you want to buy for yourself. Like, suppose you want Prada bag, all right, and there is like there is a certain kind of Prada bag that you want, and you're gonna go for it. Like, that's something that pisses people the F off, because it's like, yeah, it's almost like your spending habits piss people the F off, and it's like, bitch, it's not even your money. Why the heck are you so pissed about someone else spending their money the way they want to spend it? Also, they are very pissed at the fact that you don't take the right path sometimes, or you take the wrong path at times, and it's like, bitch, like like pile number two wasn't even trying to be a saint, all right? They were always, yeah, why the heck are you even expecting them to always take the right path? Sometimes people make mistakes, all right? Like, fucking get with it. I just don't know. There could be something like that in here. I don't know why I'm also getting like, because Chariot in Reverse sometimes talks about car accidents, and like 10 of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like loss of an asset, loss of a car. So there's something like, I don't know. I'm also getting the Fool. The Fool is a risky person. So, like, people don't like it when you are always racing around with your cars, or um, I don't know. Like, I don't, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's obvious if you have, like, I don't know. There's something like car accidents and all that, and people are pissed about car accidents, but it's like, it's not that like, I just feel like there is an energy of, like, impulsive spending or impulsive, reckless. See, with the Fool card upright in here, I don't think you take a risk without knowing. Like, I'm getting like that movie, Furious 5. Is it Furious 5? No, Fast and Furious, yeah. In that movie, like how the characters will, like, sometimes they'll do a stunt in the car and all that stuff, but they're not doing those stunts like in between the traffic, right? They're doing those stunts in a empty road. And there is something like that in here. People do not like the fact that you do those stunts in an empty road, or like you do those stunts in an empty place, or you take the risk of doing shit like that. But if you, like, I'm almost getting like somebody who does mountain biking, right? Like, hey, um, they are not hurting anybody else. They're just trying to do something on their own. So why the F are you getting pissed about it? Pile number three, let's see what are your advice. Damn, that's three cards in a row. And I want to take it like this. Three of Pentacles upright, Six of Swords in reverse, and King of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse in the back of the deck. Pile number two, I feel like I think your answer is basically like, keep working hard, or I'm getting keep working hard towards your fame, but yeah, man, I'm just getting like, don't be afraid of being stuck in life. Don't be afraid of making mistakes in life, I don't know why I want to quote you about. I really love this dude. His name is J Park. Love him in the sense, not, if you know what he did in his in the W Korea thing, where he did not give a damn about the breast cancer awareness movement. Yes, I'm disappointed at him, but regardless of that, J Park is a guy who got cancelled and blacklisted by the industry several times. Yet he still made a comeback every single time, all right? And I feel like you guys are being told that, okay, fine, you made a wrong move when it comes to your money, okay? And it's okay. Like, still, like, you are learning the spirit of collaborating with other people, even though there might be some burdens here and there might be some issues here and there. Don't be afraid of, yeah, like, like sometimes people skip steps, and I'm not saying that skipping steps is a good thing, but if you have never, how do I say this? There is a thing, if you have never bunked your classes in school, have you ever lived a school life at all? Like, do you even know what school life feels like? It's sort of like that. I'm not promoting like zero education, but I'm not like, yeah, I'm not promoting indiscipline, but what I'm just trying to say is that sometimes, these schools or these systems are a way to create sort of like numb machines rather than actual human beings. And I'm sort of getting that, you know what, take the risk that you want to take, even if the risk that you take ends up causing some mistake, or you end up lunging, or you end up going in the wrong path. It's all right. Find people to collaborate with, to help you through the situation, to help you move on from the things that you're not able to move on, to help you move on from any type of, you know um, legacy issue. Like, don't be scared of asking for help. Don't be scared of asking for help. If you have a lot of burden, or if you have a lot of, I think it's sort of like, I don't know, like, if you're having a hard time moving on from some sort of monetary issue or something like that, yeah, don't let your ego take you down the wrong path, especially when it comes to your finances. But also, don't let your mistakes keep you stuck in the same place and make you feel as if keep you stuck in the same place and make you feel as if um, you should not try again. All right, like, keep trying, and don't, like, never ever give up. All right, like, don't ever give up because of one or two mistakes that you make. Always ask for help when you need help. Don't feel ashamed of asking for help, and don't allow, because I feel like in reality we saw the king of pentacles upright in first part, right, and then it came in reverse. It's like, yeah, sometimes in life we end up taking, like, some, like, yeah, we end up taking people's words to our egos, especially when they talk about our financial situation sometimes, right? And it's fine, like, it's okay, like, to jump into conclusions sometimes, but, don't let that keep you stuck. Always learn from your mistakes and keep growing, because you were never meant to be stuck, pile number two. You were never meant to be pissed on just for making some mistakes. You were never meant to be pissed on just because you took the wrong direction. All right, you are also learning in life. So, yeah, no matter what kind of mistake you make, you can always come back up. And it's okay to feel stuck at times. It's okay to feel that you are not in that place where you want to be in life. And don't allow other people to shame you into embarrassment because of this. Okay, don't allow them to shame you into embarrassment because of this, because they see that you are an emerald. They see that you are the real thing, and they are basically pissed at you because how is the real thing not performing the way it is supposed to perform? And it's like, hey, maybe it is an emerald, but it wants to act like a diamond. So why the heck are you, like, who the heck are you to, like, embarrass this person for not moving in the path that they do not want to move in? All right. So I feel like you are just learning how to, like, let things be, or not allow people's words get in your mind. especially learning how to make financial choices that are, yeah, like learning how to like you're learning how to recognize the difference between which financial or legal choices are the right choices and which financial or legal choices are not the right choices. I got the word litigation in my head just now. So something like you're still learning how to differentiate between different types of contracts, or reading the fine print properly. So yeah, don't let two or three mistakes that you make, like I don't care how big of a mistake you make in life, don't let that make you give up on life. All right, don't let that. Yeah, sometimes the reason why we feel, sometimes it's yeah, sometimes it's okay to feel a little bit, in a little bit stuck in a rut sometimes. And that's because when you are stuck in a rut, and only then do you realize the harm of not taking the right action at the right time, or only then do you realize the harm of neglecting your dreams, all that stuff. So it's almost like, yeah, like let these things, yeah, let life go naturally. Okay, don't force things into life, and just, yeah, just because life is keeping you stuck and people are expecting you to be so much more than what you can be, at least at the time when you are actually stuck in a rut, don't allow those words or thoughts hurt you or embarrass you in any type of way, because you will get out of that rut and you will start working again, but it takes time. All right, don't let that time period be a time period where you end up festering on these thoughts and on this hatred, rather than actually thinking and caring about your own self. All right, Palama 2, I'll be leaving your read right now. Have a great day. Bye bye. Hey, Palama 3, welcome to your pile. You know, it's a very weird thing, but I just saw that all of this, like the company's name is G More, which I don't know what company it is, but it reminded me of that song by Britney Spears, Give Me More. Like the starting of the song goes like, "It's Britney, bitch. I hate you." Like, or I think it's "I see you," like something like that, right? Da, 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 da. This is Britney, bitch. And also, with Britney Spears coming through, this this earring is the only earring that is a little bit chipped away in here. So I don't know, like like I was also like in even the back of this earring, the back of this earring was also getting broke, like it was breaking again and again. So I don't know. There's something around the lines of maybe the hurt is getting you, or it reminds me a little bit of Britney Spears, right? How things unfolded in her own life, right? I don't know, Parliament 3. It's almost like there is something that wasn't apparent before, but when it comes to you guys, it becomes clear. And this is like blue earrings. Blue earrings remind me a lot of water, and how water is like, it like clear water. I don't know why it reminds me of clear water, or especially if you're someone I know. I think I'm one of the last generations that has seen and experienced unpolluted rivers and unpolluted oceans. All right. So if you are one of those people who remember how clear oceans used to look, um, like back in the day, without any pollution on it or without any food wrappers or anything on it, and how beautiful the oceans used to look before. Yeah, there's something like that in here, like things like the it's almost like the things that are on the surface, like things become clear, or like people start noticing you, or there's something like that in here, like You make people notice stuff about them that they did not notice before. Just because I noticed this G more in here, right? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, it reminds me of Give Me More by Britney Spears. Like, hey, it's Britney, bitch. Dun, 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 dun. Damn. Pile number three. Let's see. Oh my effing god. The Ace of Swords wanted to pop out, you know. It did not pop out, but damn, I'm telling you, right? There is something so clear cut and direct about you. Like, you cut through the chase or you cut through the BS and you are like, talk to me, talk to me, bitch. Let's see where we are going with this. Like, there is such, like, it's like things were not visible before, but all of a sudden they come into light. You know, people sort of start to realize what it means to be to be in the spotlight. You know, when it comes to you guys, like there is something like that in here. What is it about you guys that like? What is it that you guys do naturally that pisses people the f off? The world, the world in reverse. I don't know why in my mind I'm getting Ace of Swords upright and I'm seeing Seven of Cups in reverse. What pisses people so much is the fact that you guys really don't, almost like, how do I say this? Sort of like wanting someone to go through a cycle, or they like, it's like, see, Seven of Cups upright as somebody who's the Lulu. Seven of Cups in reverse, and that also Ace of Swords upright is coming in my mind. I just feel like you guys are the type of people that just, like, you see right through the delusion or you see right through the BS, and you're like, and you're able to determine what is the right choice for you. And I feel that is what hurts people as so much, because it's like, hey, why aren't you going some bad time in your life? Why aren't you going through some bad misfortune in life? How is it that every single time you get to make, like, you make the right choice or you make the right decision? How is everything so right about you? Like, there is like, I just feel like you bring this profound realization in people's minds where they are like, I don't know why I'm getting the word juxtaposition. Google that word. I do not have that. Like, I'm literally recording this at night, all right, and I'm already like feeling sleepy. But yeah, because it's a small reading, so yeah, we're gonna finish it off soon enough. Regardless, yeah, I just feel like people are pissed at the fact that, hey, why isn't this bitch going through it? Like, why isn't she going through something bad in her life? Like, why isn't she going through some failure? Why isn't this bitch and failing till now? Why is she making? Why is she still making the right decisions or something like that in here? It's so weird, right? Like, it's almost like people want you to go through a cycle where they want you to learn the lesson. You know, the lesson. Like, it's sort of like, I'm not saying that you did not learn your lesson, but according to people's perspective, they think that you need to learn a lesson. Quote unquote, who the heck are they to freaking, like, who are they? The freaking Justice Supreme Court? Why do they think that you need to go through something? Like, excuse me, my pile number three is like, yeah, Why are they naturally so pissed at you? Because you don't have to go through the effing F shit that many people out there have to go through. Simple as that. I don't know why I want to call this royal blue. It's not royal blue though. Whatever. Also, this card is also primarily blue, right? There is like an energy of like you naturally do not go through the so-called lessons in life, or you don't go through the so-called cycles in life, and then like you already, it's almost like yeah, that's what I'm saying, like you already know the answers before other people, like it's almost like I'm getting like narrative building in here, so it's almost like I'm getting in my mind, why is she getting through all of this shit without narrative building? Like it's almost like you don't need to create a narrative around yourself to get out of some BS right there. Like it's sort of something like that. That's what like people are pissed at. Like they kind of feel like you don't seem to go through any lessons in life, or you don't learn any lessons in life. The sun card is a card of happiness. People are literally hating, like they're pissed at the fact that you're so happy, honey. What else can I even say? It's like it's like somebody in here needs to go, like they really freaking need you to go through a lesson, or they need you to go through the stress of create, like it's not even stress of, like why do you have no rumors around you? Why do you have, they're pissed at you for almost like there's something like you have, maybe they create and people create a narrative around you, but they don't feel like you quote unquote learn the lessons from the so-called situation which they thought you were in because of the narrative that was being spread about you. So like people are hating on the fact that you don't learn your lessons well, or you did not learn your lesson back then, because why are you, yeah, why are you narrating this incident again and again? It's almost like, I do not know, man. I just feel like people do not like the fact that you remind them of something and you don't go through the quote unquote lessons, or I don't know, you don't fit in the, oh dude, I'm so freaking sleepy right now. But the world in upright is like somebody who accepts the world for, it's like, yeah, it's like there is something around, I don't know why I'm getting pigtail or ponytail, something like that. But it's like, why are you so, why are your eyes closed, or why are you so blind to the narrative that is being created around you? There's something like that in here, man. Like it's almost like I don't know why, but I'm also getting like people could be pissed or angry at you because of the wrong narratives or the wrong kinds of rumors that were being spread about you. Or I don't know why I'm getting seven chakras in here, but it's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you're very, man, I'm so sleepy. I'm not even able to talk. Oh Lord, I'm freaking so sleepy right now. But yeah, there's something like, man, I'll just take out the cards, but I'm feeling so sleepy for no reason. Can I get a third card in this so that I can just get the energy? Damn, the Emperor is upright in here. Dude, people are just pissed at the fact that you are taking accountability of your. It's almost like they're pissed at the fact that you are this Emperor, or they're pissed at the fact that you've you have got your shit together, or you don't. There's something like it's almost like there is a like, as opposed to the narrative around you where you are always on the throne, you know. It's almost like, I don't know why it reminds me of, no, like this person doesn't learn their lesson first of all, and people feel like you don't learn your lessons properly, and they feel like you rattle a lot of nonsense here and there. But then I saw the Ace of Swords upright, right? So it's not like you rattle nonsense. You expose people for who they are, and then you sit in this throne because you are an experienced energy. You've already understood. It's almost like, and then you have the audacity to sit on the throne, right? It's almost like people feel like you don't even learn your, like, you're not a less, you're not someone who has learned enough lessons in life. They kind of feel like, they kind of believe in the narrative, and in the same time, instead of, they kind of like assume, or they kind of like believe in a stupid narrative about you. And then I'm also getting like they're glad that you're in your throne, but it's almost like they hate the fact that you're in your throne as well. They are glad that you are in this position of power, but they also hate the fact that you are in the position of power, because I don't know. I'm also getting like pointless rebellion in my mind right now. So it's like, I don't know why this bat energy is giving me really mysterious energy. It's almost like you could have an intimidating aura about you, or there is something like being misinterpreted. And yeah, I'm sort of getting like people misinterpret you, and then they kind of like make up rumors about you. They kind of like think badly or wrong about you in some way. Dude, I need some rest. Wait a second, I'll come back in some time. Alright. So yeah, before I went to sleep, I think we were talking about how people are pissed at the fact that I don't know. I'm also feeling like people could be pissed at you for not fitting the narrative, or like they. It's almost like you're so unbothered by the rumors and you're still at the top, or you're still not giving an F about it, and it's almost like that. Like I think it's kind of like there is a narrative around you, and you don't fold into that narrative. There are things that people say about you, and you still don't fall into that narrative, and that's what kind of like pisses them the fuck off, because it's like, hey, if you're not a part of if you're not if you have not been accepted by the society, or if you're not accepted by the society, I also feel like with this rainbow color in here, maybe you're from the LGBTQIA plus community, but it's almost like you take the lead despite the fact that people do not, like, yeah, no matter what they say about you, or no matter what kind of um, things they spew about you sit back on your throne, and you reclaim authority over yourself, and that is something that is pissing people off, or would piss them off, because you're naturally very good at being, yeah, like it's not ostracization. Let me read from the guidebook. The world in reverse. Yeah, there is something around the lines of maybe you have not achieved what you said you would achieve, or there is something like, and that doesn't affects you. That doesn't give, like, yeah, that doesn't affects you, because you still refuse to give up, and you still keep on moving on, and that's kind of pissing people the fuck off, because it's like, hey, why aren't you folding? Why aren't you letting all of this narrative around you make you feel bad about yourself? Like, it's like people, they are like pissed because all you're ever doing is like going away from toxic friend groups that are making you feel bad about yourself, or I don't know, leaving behind. I was also getting like maybe you guys could have some sort of conservative mindset, maybe. I was getting that in the start. Like, it's like people just hate the fact that you have that type of mindset, or you think like that, or you talk like that, or you speak like that. And the thing is, instead of hating on you, they can just sit right there and explain you the things, right? And I feel like, yeah, it's like without even explaining you about anything, being pissed at you for just having a certain opinion. Doesn't matter if the opinion is right or wrong. It's I think that is something that kind of like sort of pisses you, or like pisses them off, or something like that. I also feel like you could feel as if your own, like, maybe people know that your protection barrier, or there is some sort of boundary around you that somebody is repeatedly crossing. But despite the fact that they are crossing this boundary or this barrier, you are unfazed by it, or you don't allow this person to take like, even if they have invaded your space or invaded your barrier or your protection, you don't allow any sort of, like, yeah, you basically are still in power. You are the one who's still in control um, of your actions, or you're still in control of the things that you want to do in life. it's sort of like, I don't know, the world in reverse can also speak about people wanting someone to work in a certain kind of way, especially work in the way that the narrative is being set around them. But this person doesn't want to work that way. They have their own way of doing things. They are taking authority over doing things in the way that they want to do things. So it's, I don't know, it's kind of like not sitting right with them. I don't know, I'm also getting kind of like, this could be people who could be like, yeah, I feel like this could be a part of your inner circle, right? Like someone who is close to you or something like that. Like they want you to believe in a certain type of narrative about yourself and behave like that, but you do not do that, and yes, you do you, and that's kind of like pissing people the f off. This could be somebody like a family or something like that. Yeah, King of Wands in reverse is also like, influencing people into believing in a, or leading people in the wrong direction, right? So there's something like that, and here, like making people do things that they do not want to do, forcing people to do things, and you're like, well, nah, I'm gonna do things my way or the highway. Like you are all about you, and you take your own authority for your own self. You have your own control over yourself, and that is what could be like pissing these people the f off. Let's see what your solutions are. File number 3. And I think one of your solutions could be like taking some rest, all right? Because like right before I could like jump into the conclusion section, I felt really exhausted and I went to sleep. So there's something like you feel really exhausted as well, because you have to keep up this, you have to maintain control over yourself while all these people are trying to create set 100 narratives around you, and that can be really chippy. That could really feel like somebody's chipping you away or something like that. Could be very exhausting, and you might need a sleep or two to deal with this with a clear mind. Yeah, it's like half of the like it almost feels like half of the burnout is caused because of these people or these individuals or whatever this I don't know group of haters are. What are your solutions, Parliament? I immediately got, do not give them the benefit of the doubt. The moon in reverse is like, you see it. Like the moon in reverse is basically your intuition is telling you something, and you're being shown a side of a person that they don't show mostly outside to the world, but you can see it on your own, and you're being told to be like, yeah, like take a note of that. Take a note of that. Take a note of that and act on it. Take a note of that, because there is something up with it. Yeah. Let's see. What are the solutions for binary tree? I got Page of Swords in the back of my mind, so I know this is Seven of Swords, but I was also getting Page of Swords. So yeah, like try to like figure things out about these people, or try to like find out things about these people, because Seven of Cups in reverse is without a doubt there is for sure something is wrong with, without a doubt for sure. Yeah, I'm also getting somebody stealing stuff, because Ten of Pentacles is in reverse and Seven of Swords is also here. So it's like somebody stealing things from you or something like that. So be very wary of that. I feel like They are trying to create a narrative around you so that you are stuck in this loophole or in this narrative, um, and not focus, rather than focusing on, it's almost like they're turning people against you, because basically they want to distract, um, they want to distract people while they are trying to steal your money from your family, or there is something, yeah, there is something that is being exposed about them, because the moon is in reverse, their bad intentions are coming up, or they are being exposed. And seven of cups in reverse is like, yeah, without a shadow of doubt, these people, like, yeah, these people are the, like, they are the ops, and they're somewhere in the family, and they want it all for themselves. So page of swords is coming through, so I feel like, yeah, you need to like start investigating on some of these people, I guess. I don't know what it is. Like, start investigating about your finances, or just try to look into um the finances in your company, or like just check it up once if there is something wrong going on or something else like that. I just heard the ringing of an alarm bell, and I was like, yeah, that often happens, but something in here is like gives me like, this, like, be alert. Something around the seven of swords is telling me be alert of, because the moon is shining light on this individual. Be alert of their presence. This is something like that in here, pile number three. I don't know, did I call you pile number one again and again? Yeah. Again, I'm getting mother of swords. There's a lot of sword family that I'm getting through in here. So it's almost like, I don't know, somebody's creations or their credits are being stolen, or the way they operate, and people just do not, people are pissed by the fact that they are so calm about it, or people are pissed about the fact that they are able to maintain their calm despite whatever the F is going on. So there is something like that in here, and be careful of these people, if they are really pissed at the fact that you're that calm despite the fact that things are getting stolen left and right. Yeah, there could be a chance, or it's like, why do they want you to worry about it? Like, yeah, something bad happened, all right, but you're in control of yourself. Why does you being in control of yourself kind of doesn't sit well with some people? Right here, like, that's a question. Yeah, there is something like, I'm getting friendship. I'm also seeing eight of swords in reverse in here. Is there something about this friendship not being right, and you're not you remain unfazed despite the fact that this friendship has gone wrong or something like that? Yeah, man. I was seriously getting like people pissing on your happiness. We saw the sun card, right? When I took the king of swords in reverse, it's like someone who just cannot look at you being happy. I don't know why I'm getting reminded of this guy. His name is DPR Ian, and he had a scuffle with someone named DPRM. So DPRM was basically stealing money from DPR Ian, right? So he said this in his live that Rem was basically telling Ian to like stop making music for a while or something like that, and because it would be harder for Rem to control him. And that was the biggest red flag. Like, if somebody is stopping you from achieving your happiness, or someone is stopping you from being happy, are they really your friend? Are they really your people? That becomes a question at that point. Like, yeah, there's something like you are starting to see through the cracks of this individual, and how this person kept on giving you the wrong choices, or they kept on deliberately putting you in the wrong path or something like that. Like, it's like there is no doubt about this. Like, Seven of Cups upright is somebody who's who's giving a benefit of doubt to the situation. But Seven of Cups in reverse is like, yeah, there is no doubt about it. There is no doubt about it. This is the op. This person is the op, or there is something wrong with them going on internally, because of which they want you to worry as well, or because of which they want you to listen to the world around you, or because of which they want you to do whatever the thing the world tells you to do. Like, you are supposed to do something else, and this person wants you to do what the world tells you to do. There is something around the lines of maybe you're doing something that I won't say is unethical, but it's kind of Seven of Swords upright is a very smart, clever card, all right. Like, you are doing something really cleverly. Like, instead of working hard, you're working smart. And there is something about this individual not liking the fact that you're working smart, or you're working so smartly. Because I don't know, maybe there is a narrative around you that you're so dumb, you're so stupid, or something like that. And yeah, like, people don't like it when you take authority over your intelligence, or when you take authority over your intellectual rights or academic rights. It like kind of hurts them or pisses them the fuck off, because it's like, hey, why are you taking that right away from us? Or there's something like, it makes them feel that you're taking their right away from them, when in reality you're just checking on these individuals to see if they are on the right place or not, if they are your homie or not. And it kind of like pisses them the F off, because it's like, because I don't know, it's kind of like they feel like they aren't the one who needs to be checked, or they feel they feel like their path is really golden, or there is something like that in here. When in reality, it's just a narrative that they are pushing out for themselves, and they don't like it when you see through their bullshit. They don't really love it when you see through their dumbass bullshit that they say out to the world, and you kind of like pick up on it right away. It kind of like pisses them the fuck off. And I think that's why your advice is to kind of like, yeah, I feel like your advice is to kind of like investigate on this individual if you are feeling any vibes on them, because there could be something, yeah, there is something around the lines of like stealing money and all that coming out. And without a shadow of doubt, like there is something wrong with this individual. Like, I don't know, maybe your gut is saying that, but you're not able to believe that yet. And you're being told to believe your gut. Because I feel like these people are like slowly chipping you away on the inside by spreading all this like negativity around you. And they are trying to like dim your light or dull your authority, or they don't want you to be as authoritative as you are, because I don't know, they want to take over the narrative, or they want to take power over you. It's your power, man. Like, this is something really intimidating to them, and they do not want that anywhere near them or around them. I'm seeing the Two of Cups again and again as I cut over the as I cut the deck. And yeah, it's there's something wrong with this friendship or this communion, or I don't know. Like, I was saying, right, there's something wrong with the friendship in the start as well. There's something wrong. I don't know. This could be a close friend or a close person who is inside your inner circle and needs to be pushed out. 'Cause they don't like the fact that you have that authority on yourself, and you do not listen to the world or bend down to the world the way they do. Yeah. In the start of the reading, this earring actually fell over the peach earring, right? And the peach earring was actually talking about somebody who bends over backwards. Like pile number one was talking about someone who bends over backwards, or who selflessly gives out to the world, all right? And pile number three literally talks about somebody who doesn't want, who is not supposed to bend over backwards. And it's like pile number one is someone who's like bending over backwards so that they can create a wholesome place for this world. And pile number three is somebody who is being hated on people, who people please, and who try to bend for the world and the society, so that they become whatever the fuck narrative society has set for them. And I feel like, yeah, there is some sort of clash between pile number one and pile number three. Not because I think you guys know each other personally, but because both of your life paths are very different. um I I think maybe, watching pile number one could give you some perspective on this, on these types of individual. But I feel like whoever, like in case of pile number one, they wanted to create their beautiful family, or they wanted to create a wholesomeness around them. In case of pile number three, I feel like this is a group of toxic people trying to attack pile number three's peace. They are trying to like shatter your sense of peace or your sense of calm, so that you don't have that authority or control over yourself, all right? And that is really bad. That is something that someone should not do to you. You do not deserve it, okay? So there is something like that in here, like, yeah. And I think that's what you need to do. Your basic power is like effortlessly being that effortless in, like, yeah, there is something like you have that intuition to expose things around you, and also like you have that power. Your power is what you exercising your power is what scares them the f out, all right? And you should not be scared of using that. Like, nobody should be villainizing you. Yeah, I'm also getting like expert opinion or something like that. I like somebody, yeah, there is something like with this world card in reverse, that the expert opinion says you need to do things this way, that way, and you guys are like, yeah, okay, I understand that the expert opinion is this, but I want to do it in this way, I want to do it in that way. So there's something around the lines of that in here, that you guys don't really sit with, like, it's not like, I feel like people are pissed that you don't do or obey the expert opinion, when in reality expert opinion is just an opinion. What you need to do is something that you need to process in your own head, and you need to do it at your own pace. All this expert opinion isn't your guidance, and you understand that, right? So there's something around the lines of not liking the fact that this expert opinion is being, yeah, I'm getting, yeah, somebody's like it's, I don't feel like you have swept this expert opinion under the rug, but it's almost like people feel that way about you, or there is a narrative around you like that. I'm also seeing that somebody got swept away by the wave and the current of their own emotions. Yeah, that's why I was getting a chipped up piece, right? Like, you could have got swept away with your own emotions because of these people or these individuals who were trying to, like, I don't know, there is something, who were trying to bend you down according to the expert opinions or something like that, and who were trying to, like, relinquish your authority. But then here you are, sitting right there in your throne, acting in the way that you want to, in your own autonomy, like reclaiming your autonomy, right? And that's something that, like, just pisses them the f off, because why aren't you like subjecting yourself to whatever the world is telling you to subject yourself to? So there is some very irritating energy in here that I do not like. It's obviously like someone who just wants to keep on following the rules, and you're like, hey, I don't give a damn. I just want to do me. All right, like, I hear the expert opinion, but that's just an opinion for me. Yeah, I almost feel like people could get really like irritated at you or get really violent at you for not doing the stuff that they want you to do. And that's why, yeah, there is something like, and that's why they are so violent towards you or they hate you or something like that. Like, who the heck gets violent towards someone because they are not doing things the way that other people want them to do? This is not the right kind of individual or a community or a group of people to have. Like, I still remember I had to do a literal domestic violence case. I had to like file an FIR against my own parents because, like, just because they literally beated me and like on the wall and on the freaking floor because I was just reading a book. Okay, just because I was reading a book, they started beating me, and that was not in, like, I was reading The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Like, it's a normal book, and still for reading that book, they gave me huge bruises in my neck and in my head, right? And then I called the police, and the police was like, this girl would have fainted otherwise. Like, why did you beat her like that? Like, it's a good thing that she did not faint, otherwise. So there is something around the lines of that in here. Like, people are violent towards you because you don't accept the outside opinion to determine your trajectory in life. You do it on your own pace. And that's what fucks them over, and that's what makes them go so violent and pissed at you. And it's just so irritating to read this reading because it reminds me of my own abuse and my own trauma. But you know what? Pile number three, congratulations on taking the lead, taking your place in this world. Don't allow these people to determine your trajectory. Also, when you yeah, when you get a small intuitive hit about them, even if it's the smallest hit, leave them the fuck alone. Do not talk to them, do not meet them, do not see them ever again. Like, that is what the cards are saying. Don't let them come in your life. Don't allow them to be a part of you. They are not a part of your life. They are not supposed to be a part of your life. Let them go. They're not supposed to come with you. They're not supposed to go with you. Let them f off somewhere, wherever the heck they want to. Right? Yeah, that is it for your reading today, pile number three. It's really sad, man. That, like, especially when I got the violent message, like, I can personally resonate with that. That's so sad, bro. I'm so sorry you had to go through any of that. Anyway, pile number three, take care of yourself. Bye bye, guys. I don't want to worry anybody. Like, I don't want you to get worried. I don't want you to get triggered. I don't want somebody to feel like life is just not going in their favor or everything around them is a loophole. Like, this is not a reading to cause any, like, this reading was not meant to cause a paranoia to anybody out there, okay? And I really do want that. I don't want to like cause paranoia out there. I don't want to cause any fear out there. I don't want to like hurt people, or I don't want them to like feel scared of whatever is gonna happen next in their life. Okay. Yeah, like, loopholes are always some things that, we need to like kind of, it's like the things that we are careless about. It's the things that we are not so careful about. And it's more of a heads up that, hey, kind of like look into that direction. There might be something right there. So yeah, please take it as gentle. I'm being told by spirit to be very gentle with you guys on this one, so that I gently nudge you towards something that needs to be seen or needs to be checked up, right? But I do not want you to take it as a sign of paranoia, or I do not want you guys to like end up feeling as if this loophole is gonna like suck you in or swallow you, or like spiral you down. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to put that energy out there, because for me, my tarot reads are like my prayers. It's like a type of prayer that I'm putting out for the world, and I do not want to like hurt somebody or put somebody in a state of paranoia. So if you're in that type of mindset right now, or if you just can't like take this reading for entertainment purposes, leave it. Like leave this reading behind. Go for something, much lighthearted for yourself. I don't know, like listen to some music, watch some cooking videos, things that can just sort of make you feel a little bit more like things that are comforting as compared to whatever is gonna happen in this reading. Because I'm somebody, I know the kind of tarot reader I am. When I get into a tarot reading, not only do I do intense readings, but sometimes the readings can become really triggering. Okay. And like I have seen that, like triggering in the sense I would start crying myself. Okay. I would start getting heavily emotionally traumatized by some of the reads. Okay. I think maybe this is going to be a rant section now. I think this is a rant section. But yeah, this is something that I want you guys to know and understand. Like, once upon a time, I did this sex life pick a card reading, right? And I got an energy of somebody who was basically trying to justify FGM or female genitalia mutilation. Okay, it's not like that person was doing that, but I felt in my energy like somebody wanted to justify this way of doing things. And no hate to any religion, but for me, that was like, I couldn't bear to like sit with that energy, because I just cannot, it just hurt me. It just hurt me that someone was made to think that something so heinous or something so hurtful is sacred, or someone was made to look down on their own sexual desires because of the religious sanctities that are existing around us in the world right now, right? Most of these religious sanctities don't exist because they want to provide us a lifestyle, but like some of them do, but most of them don't do that. Most of them are here because they're just trying to control the people around them, with a set of laws and rules that were created like hundreds of years back. Okay. And for me to sit with that energy, I still remember I was crying for like weeks. I was crying for like weeks because it was just so hard. It was just so freaking, honestly, so hard for me to sit with this energy where somebody was struggling to find their sense of self or their, sexual identity after going through something like that down there. I know that that is like, I know that for many people out there who are like, well, you never met that person, maybe they never went through that. Yeah, but what I'm just trying to say is that every pile, like whatever pile you select, there is a storyline that I am supposed to go. Like every pile has a different set of storyline. All right, that storyline, if it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate with you. But for me as a storyteller, for me as the writer of that story, as the author of that story who is getting that story in my mind, almost like channeling that story, for me, I engage with those stories in a very real way. Okay, and it gets very intense at times. And I do not want to put someone, like I do, like I understand the kind of intensity I go into, but I don't want other people to, I don't want to like grab other people and like pull them down the spiral with me. Okay, this is like a story that I've created for this pile, and I want you to take the I want you to like take what it's kind of like reading a storybook. Okay, you pick a pile, you pick a story for yourself, and you read that story, but you take whatever you think or you feel is sort of like gives like you take only those parts of the story that fits your narrative or that fits your life or fits your story. Okay, whatever story I place in here doesn't needs to resonate with you guys, like, and that is what it means to resonate with the tarot read and not resonate with the tarot read. So I really want you to understand that and draw some boundaries, especially when I'm doing intense readings, right? I've done a lot of intense readings in my Tumblr account, in my previous Tumblr account, and I have had this issue. Like, I had to, like, give this warning before we start into the reading that this thing is gonna be intense, or this thing can spiral you in or something like that. And I just want you to understand that just because the writer is writing a story doesn't mean that you're gonna become the character of that story. You're still an outsider who is reading the story. So please consider it like that. Please take it like that. Do not get paranoid, or if you have a chance where you feel like you can get swept, you can get what is it, like, swished by the stories or swiped in, yeah, you can get whipped up by the story, then don't watch it. Don't see the reading. Okay, it's terribly harmful to put yourself through some state of psychosis or paranoia, especially in this day and age, man. Psychosis is such an, I think it's like I won't say pandemic of psychosis, but I just feel like we are just so fucking living in our own heads and in our own stories. And it is very important to understand that whatever story I might lay out in here, it might not always be your story. Sometimes it is a story of somebody else. Like, no, sorry. Every single time that I put a story out there, it's a story that I'm saying. But there are parts of it that might, you might feel connected to that. And that doesn't mean that, like, that's what I'm saying. That's the creativity of a tarot reader. That's like me putting my creative energy out here to give you a story. That's me, and also the creativity of these writers who are writing this oracle cards and these tarot reads, like these tarot cards, right? Their insights as well. Like, you are getting a mix of all of these things, and I'm using a whole lot of these things to, like, build a story for you guys. So I want you to take it as it resonates rather than believing that this is your story, which is a mistake which many people make when they come to tarot readings. This is not your story. This is a general tarot reading. And even if you go to a tarot reader out there for taking a paid tarot reading or anything else like that, it's not gonna be your story. Like, I don't know why the heck do tarot readers even advertise themselves as something like they are going to give you your story when they put their cards out here. Nobody knows your story other than you. Like, nobody knows your story more than you. You are the one who has experienced your life. You are the one who knows what is happening in your life. You know what the fuck is going on. I, as a tarot reader, can never tell you the full, like, I cannot touch, like, I don't know about anything about your life unless and until I've hacked into your system, unless and until I've, like, used the data surveillance, like, unless and until I've hacked into the government system to, like, surveillance your data or something like that. I don't know what the fuck is going on with your life. Okay, so whatever story I put out there, this story is helping you to get a clarity, is helping you to get some insight. It's helping you to understand something about yourself. Okay, rather than using this, and I would rather want you guys to, like, use this story as a way to learn something about yourself rather than making this story about yourself. Okay, that's what I want you to understand when you come to any tarot reading. Even if you go to a paid tarot reader, that's the same thing. No matter how many cards I lay out for you, for a personal paid tarot reading. I'm just giving a story out here, and that story may resonate with you, may not resonate with you, but you have to learn a lesson from that. You are supposed to learn, like, the reason why those cards are laid out is so that you learn a lesson from those cards. Okay, that's what they mean. So yeah, like, don't personalize these piles, these messages to yourself. Rather, find what is necessary for you and walk away. um I don't know why I felt like the need to like give that warning out loud, because I just feel like there is I was like getting like this energy when someone is like telling me, like, it's like somebody feels like I don't know, it's like I'm getting like an energy of somebody who's like, I would say, sort of like challenging me. Not challenging me, like, it's sort of like I'm getting like somebody who's like just trying to like, yeah, like somebody's like telling me that I'm not an authority of their life or something like that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not an authority of your life. Who the fuck told you that I'm an authority of your life? I'm just a tarot reader. This is why, that's the reason why this reading is for entertainment purpose only. It's not your story. It's a story that I lay out in here, and it's what you take from that story that matters the most. I don't know why. I also feel like there's an energy that is like, take responsibility. Like, I am taking enough. Like, I think I'm taking enough responsibility as a tarot card reader. What you need to do with your own life is your responsibility. It's not something I can sit with. Yeah, I'm just getting that in here. Like, somebody is like very much, someone who just thinks that tarot readers are the authority of their life, and I'm like, no, nobody in the freaking tarot business wants to be an authority of your life. Like, do you know how much fucking, like, it's so hard to like control my own life and deal with my own self. Why the fuck would I want to like control yours and take an authority of your life? I'm just creating a story out here. If it resonates with you, it resonates with you. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Walk away. Yeah. Apart from that, for the other folks out here who get absolutely triggered by readings and um, can go into the state of paranoia or something like that, I really want you to understand that the intensity with which I am lashing out at some of the cards in here, it's not that I'm lashing out at you. It's like I'm lashing out at the cards, okay? But I think this is like something where we tarot readers need to take that responsibility as well, right? That, like, sometimes I know there are sometimes that I'll just say that I feel like this energy is your energy, of I feel like this energy is this other person's energy, and I'm like, listen, when I do that, I'm not like, even if I say that, that doesn't mean that you become that energy, right? You know, yours in the story, if you are in the pickup aisle for like more than 10 minutes, you know that story, and if you know that story resonates with you, but you feel like whatever energy I'm calling as your energy is not your energy, don't take it as your energy. Stop personalizing things. If it's just somebody speaking, somebody like creating a storyline in here. You want to take it, take it. You don't want to take it, don't want to take it. Nobody's forcing you or turning you into a punching bag. Or it's like, even if you feel like somebody is like, if you feel like you are the other person in the story and this tarot reader is using this, is punching on this other person, well, that's my irritation with the person. Okay, it's something that um I need to work on myself, and that's why you need to understand that. Like, as a writer, Even just think about it. Writers don't like some characters of their story and they like some characters of their story, okay? But see, for example, if you know Hunter x Hunter, okay, I forgot the name of the freaking anime, the manga writer, the manga creator who made that manga. But there is this character, I think. There is this very villainous character. I think her name is something, Nina or something. But how do I say this? Like, even writers don't, sometimes writers don't like the characters of their own story and they hate their own characters. I have had like stories where I would just hate and I would just loathe on this one particular character in my story because he's everything that triggers me, you know. But that doesn't mean that that character should trigger you as well. Maybe you understand this character more than I do. Maybe you see a perspective of this character that I don't see. And just because I don't see that doesn't mean that I am a I'm a bad person or do not I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know who I'm talking about right now. Honestly speaking, I'm just talking about a character right here and I know everything about this character to get angry and get pissed at this other person or this other character. Okay? I don't know you. And if you think whoever this character is, if you resonate with this character, if you think you know this character in person, and if you feel like okay, this character is not as bad as this tarot reader is making this character out to be, then yes, use your judgment at that place. Because I'm not speaking to you or the people in your life. I'm speaking to a character. And if any of this story resonates with you, you know, take the insights and walk away. Don't pressurize or make or try to like create like try to like call this story as your own story. It's just the tarot reader's story, okay? It's just a story that the tarot reader says. You don't need to persuade this character. You don't need to persuade this character like the way the tarot reader did. You just need to, like, if there is some insight that you need to get, maybe you might get it from this reading, but don't take any assumptions from the reading, you know. That's also something I needed to clear that out because man, I was um, feeling so wrapped up in, I don't know, like, what is this person going to say, what is that person going to say. I was like, yeah, why am I feeling so wrapped up? Like, what is this person going to say, what is that person going to say? And that's when I realized that maybe because I am saying something and somebody is like taking it in a way where they should not have taken it that way, you know. If you get the gist of it, you know what, we can start the tarot reading.